Previously on Survivor.
Drop your buffs.
Yay.
This is, in fact, merge.
When the tribes merged on day 18, the odds were stacked against Utara. Shane, Marion, Sivu and David were outnumbered by the Silaton tribe 7-4.
The plan now is definitely trying to get Soli, Muhle, Val back on board to the Utara train. I think you guys are in a unique position. Is it the old Utara or the new Silaton?
David also tried to swing Soli to the Utara alliance.
Are they going to vote physical out? They're going to vote you out, Solly. You going next, buddy. That's right. You need us. You need to come over to Tara. It's all about numbers. We can get Solly and the other two girls over. We got the numbers.
When Shane found out, he called David to order, telling him to back off the strategic play and await further instructions.
Yeah, I would just listen more right now and talk less.
Okay, cool.
Because you've done your talking, let the others do the work. Because Marion's doing her work and Sivu's doing his work.
Cool.
But David was not about to leave his own fate in Utara's hands.
Marion and Shane and Sivu, they're doing nothing. They're not making an attempt to get anybody on board. It's disheartening.
When Graham approached him with a better offer, David quickly jumped the sinking Utara ship.
I know David in the sense that he's always willing to jump. I still see you as Silaton, and so does everyone else.
If people want to be on their side and they mean it, I'm going to go for it.
Knowing that they were outnumbered and next on the chopping block, Shane and Marion plotted their next move.
You know, it's frustrating not having the numbers, but we do have 3 immunity idols.
But when Shane couldn't find the idol where he hid it, they faced an even bigger dilemma than before.
Someone's got the idol.
Shane confronted the rest of the tribe about the lost idol.
It's gone. You guys must have it, man. Come on, I can see in your body language.
Okay, this is interesting.
Elaborate hoax or unintentional stupidity, I don't know.
After Shane had sparked the commotion, he actually found the idol again. But it was too late to regroup with his alliance partner Marion before tribal council.
I've told Marion that I found it. She was shocked. Yeah, I can see she wants to talk to me, but there's no time now.
Do you think they have to?
Very possibly, yes.
Graham and his alliance decided to split the vote between Marion and Shane.
There's a chance I'll go home if there's 2 immunity idols in play.
If anyone is in possession of a hidden immunity idol and you would like to play it, now would be the time to do so.
Nico, it may come as a bigger surprise to my teammates, but I do have the second and final immunity idol.
Expecting the split vote and trusting that David would vote with his Utara alliance, Shane played the hidden immunity idol for Marion in an effort to save her. But Marion's instincts told her that Shane attracted the most votes, and she in turn played the idol for him.
It's my time, it's my time.
So the idol is yours and you are playing it for Shane.
Cancelling the 4 votes against Shane and giving him another day in the game.
Shane does not count.
With David selling out Utara and voting for Marion, and Alta veering off the plan to split the votes between Shane and Marion by voting for Sivu instead, Graham and Marion ended up getting 3 votes each.
We have a tie.
In the revote, Altaf rectified his mistake, while David put the final nail in Utara's coffin
Marion.
by voting for Marion once again.
Marion. Tribe has spoken.
Marion got the majority of the votes, leaving Graham unsettled after his narrow escape.
Play hard, guys. Cheers.
10 are left. Who will be voted out next?
I am totally and utterly embarrassed to be on Survivor with the quality of human beings that I'm playing with tonight. It's almost like they're all on a life raft trying to survive on niceties and good manners and singing songs together. It's a joke. I am going to absolutely be diabolical the next 2 days.
I think it's been a long day. Now is not the time to go into detail, but I think there was a lot of stuff that came up in that tribal council tonight, and obviously a few surprises as well. But let's go to bed, and tomorrow whatever needs to be discussed then gets discussed at that point in time.
Awesome.
That's just my 2 cents worth.
I've had enough. I've had enough of playing city games. I mean, having a little meeting about the meeting that's only a minute long. I mean, what are we dealing with? Children. It's ridiculous. You obviously saw that we were one vote short.
Hey bro, what the was that?
Okay, so it wasn't you. No. I mean, I have to ask. You know what I mean? I wrote the name down. Okay, so I can tell you. I can tell you what. Okay, I've got. It's not over till the fat lady sings.
Underneath the other.
Yes. Okay. Now that little troll. Okay. I'm going to expose him. I'm going to throw his clothes away. I'm going to make his life a living hell. David. I mean, it's not even 12 hours after his promises and he's breaking them. Please, man. He's going to get the full brunt of my anger, I can tell you right now. Anything could happen with Dave today because I'm going to tear pieces off him when I chat to him. The problem is, I'm thinking, is it clever to completely alienate him or try and win him back with his guilty conscience? So it's not looking good for me, but it's not hopeless. What happened, dude?
When the idol went missing, I started having my doubts.
It did go missing. But you guys didn't know I had the second idol. I didn't invent that story.
Why didn't you tell me?
But you not see what I am... I have more moves than a chess instruction book, dude. Listen
I can see it, clearly.
You went against what I had asked you more than once, and you cost us the best player in this game.
The idol put me off. He had 2 hidden immunity idols. He told me nothing. You can't build an alliance without information and keep people in the dark. It would change the whole strategy.
I'm looking for a straight up apology.
No.
Why?
Because you lied to me as well then. You said to me, the idols you stole. I actually believe that the idols that you took from Jennifer was stolen.
I had 2 idols. I used the only idol I had left to save the best player I've ever seen, her life. She gave it back to me and did save my life, and it cost her her life. I have proven that I would take it for the team.
Why didn't you tell me, Dave, I've got 2 idols? It would be a cushion, a pillow. It would be like a positive thought. Yeah, listen, we can do this.
Yeah, okay, but understand this. It's easy to trust a man who's got both guns loaded.
Yeah, yes. Yeah, you listen to me very carefully. Yeah. So you should tell me about guns. But listen, well done for last night. It was an awesome gameplay. I just want to prove myself loyal to go to the top 4. Yes, I did wrong. I snarled the guy. I disappointed him. I admit it. These guys are using me as a pawn. They used me as a pawn before, and they use me as a pawn again. So of course I'm going to start looking for shelter.
Let's take the game by the horns. And let's blindside like the
Solly or Blue play tonight. And honestly, after yesterday...
So we have 5 votes.
Yeah.
David votes.
Yeah. No, he's not splitting. But my thing is, guys, it's a game. Like, honestly, going home, almost going home yesterday, I realized it's okay. You know what I mean? But let's just make sure that we take control of this game now while we can with the element of surprise.
You know, yesterday I spoke to David. I said to him, I was under the impression that I was the only one told that the plan was changed at the last minute.
No.
So I said to him, vote Sibu.
But when
and I'm grateful he didn't vote Sibu.
Yeah.
Because if you voted Sibu, you would have been wrong.
I don't know if it was a mistake. Either way, it definitely throws a whole new dimension in the game. And for me, I think, in a way, I'm glad it happened. Because I think I realized it's just a game and I'm actually just going to play it and maybe screw a few people over just because it's actually just a game in the end.
As you would have figured out, I'm the one that voted for Sibu because that was the original plan.
Yes,
You
said you weren't going to put a name down.
Yeah, and you know all the personalized, because that's how I always do that. Whatever province you come from, that's how you'd always know what my vote is. So that's why I said, screw this. Clearly everyone's here for themselves, so.
Well, I don't care what anybody says, dude. As far as being a team player, I proved myself.
Yesterday was proof enough also, exactly. We almost went home for that yesterday, actually.
Yeah. Altaf has revealed himself as a possible kind of person to pull away from his alliance. So I only need an alliance for 2 or 3 days sometimes in this to get me where I want to go. So I'm thinking more and more Altaf and use the memory of Marion to kind of rope him in.
I went and explored more of the beach. It's pretty big. Then on the other side of the beach, I find this tennis ball, and that lifted up my spirit. We decided to make some stumps and play some cricket. Let's do this. Come on, Aja. There we go. Run! Playing the gentleman's game, it took me back home in Khayelitsha, the streets, on the pavements. That's what we used to do, play cricket, and it was fun.
I loved playing cricket as a kid. I just was never any good at it. I just never got the hang of it. I was the kid on the boundary that sat and picked all the grass.
You could have whacked that one. I'm enjoying being a spectator. I don't watch this game usually, but it's just nice to see my fellow tribe mates, just taking it easy and not really being in the game, just having fun.
You know what? If things go according to my plan, let's just say I've already won the million. I back myself for anything, any challenge, it doesn't matter. If I look after my body, I think my body can carry me through. I can do a little bit better at challenges and win some sort of immunity challenges myself. That protects you from leaving. It gives you a day or two on this island.
You'll go nuts for this game of strategy and speed. It's a race, it's a chase. It's for immunity indeed.
It's an immunity challenge. Looking forward to it. Hopefully one of us wins it between me and Shane. That would be good.
I might be able to pull off 2 in a row. You know, I'm excited to see what this challenge is.
Come on in, guys.
So we arrive at the challenge. Nico's standing in front of us, and so is Mark and Kone. Seated in front of them is a
lovely, mysterious cloth over a table sort of setup. Can't make up what it is. I don't know what it is, but I'm hoping it's food. I always hope it's food. I'm hungry.
Jura Drive, you ready to get to your next immunity challenge?
Yes.
As you can see, your captains are once again here to witness you battle it out for individual immunity. Speaking of which, Xavier, I'll take that back.
I don't want him to win. Because what happens is success breeds success. As soon as Zeb gets momentum in playing this game and getting those immunity added, I won't be able to vote him out. So the number one priority, Zeb must not win this game.
There you have it. Individual immunity once again up for grabs. Win that and you are safe from the vote at Tribal Council. Guaranteed a 1 in 9 shot at the title of Ultimate Survivor. In addition to immunity, today you will also be playing for a reward. Guys, want to know what you're playing for?
Yes.
I'm not going to tell you.
Oh.
Until later. But first, let me explain how it works. Each of you will stand by in front of a wooden chute. Each chute is filled with 15 coconuts. It's open at the top and at the bottom. On my go, you'll grab one coconut from the bottom of your chute, make your way up the bamboo stairs to the platform on top. You will then drop that coconut into a chute of one of the other tribe members of your choice. Aim of this game is to empty your chute of coconuts as quickly as possible. This game is only 10 minutes long. So, first person to empty their chute wins this game, or after 10 minutes, the person with the least number of coconuts in their chute wins this challenge, walks away with individual immunity and a reward. All right, we'll draw for spots and then we'll get to it. Jura playing for individual immunity and reward. Survivors ready? Go! Graham, first one on the deck, and he drops it down Val's chute. David drops it down Xavier. Everybody going for somebody else. Xavier gets 2. Shane brings it down to Xavier. Xavier, the favorite target at the moment.
Xavier had no chance. It was all a tactical game. From the first minute, they were piling coconuts into his chute. He might as well have just sat back and saved his energy for another day.
Xavier getting a lot of coconuts. Wonder why that is.
I need to start thinking strategy. Who needs to go home tonight? It's clear that I'm not going to win because everyone's going to throw it in. So straight away I'm thinking I need to put as many coconuts into Sully's shaft, and I need to put as many coconuts as I can into Sivu and Shane's shafts.
Graham's winning this. Let's focus on Graham. Check this out, Graham. There's a lot down, there's not so feet.
2 minutes down, that's 8 to go.
I saw Altaf putting in coconut time after time down my shoe. Your supposed friend Altaf just casually filling yours up. You know, it does make it a bit difficult and you get despondent. He was the last person I would have put the coconut in. I was like, you know what, screw it. Clearly everyone's out for themselves.
I thought we were going for Graham now. Because Altaf said Graham.
3 minutes left in this game. 3 minutes to go.
Graham and Dave, guys. Graham and Dave. Graham and Dave.
And then Sivu decides to start shouting names.
And Moira. There we go.
As soon as somebody yelled their name, I'm like, I'm going for you.
Graham, guys, is on the lead.
Every coconut counts. Somebody with the least amount of coconuts is going to win this challenge.
I sort of nudge David and say, David, put him to Sully. And David agrees with me. You know, it's a beautiful thing. So David and I start loading Sully's shaft up with coconuts.
30 seconds left in this game. 30 seconds left to make a change, to decide Who walks away winner in this challenge?
David wants
Graham is still down. Come on now.
Graham left, David.
Graham.
15 seconds.
He wins.
10 seconds. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh! Right, we're going to count them up and decide who is the winner of this challenge.
Today's game was all about alliances. It was all about working together to make sure that the person you didn't want to win didn't get enough coconuts out of theirs.
Right, the winner of this immunity and reward challenge by a clear margin of 2 coconuts is Moira.
When I heard, I was like a little girl, like jumping up and down. I even went up before he called me, but I guess that was the excitement of yay. And I guess part of it was because I also was expecting a food reward.
Before I'm going to do the handover, Moira, I've got to talk about the statistics. Very interesting statistics. In second place, on 13 coconuts, Shane and Graham. In third place with 14 coconuts, Val, Altaf, and David. With more than what they started, we're going into 16. Solly.
That is actually not such a bad thing. That's actually a pretty good thing because I'm a threat. And they still see me as a threat. And that's what I want them to know. I want my lions, importantly, to know that I can protect them through my physical abilities.
Bootle, 17. And bringing up the rear with 18 coconuts, Xavier and Steven.
Thank you, everyone.
Very, very telling result in this game. Moira, I'm sure you're burning to get up onto this platform. You want to hop again? Come on over.
Well done, Moira.
There we go. Individual immunity, making you safe from the vote at Tribal Council and giving you a 1 in 9 shot at the title of Ultimate Survivor. I did say this is a reward challenge as well. Ready to find out what it is?
Yes, please.
This is, of course, the game of Survivor. It wouldn't be that if I didn't throw a couple of choices at you. So here are the choices. First up, there is a mystery treasure chest. Let me show you. It is locked. It will stay locked until the finale of Survivor South Africa Champions. That means you won't know what's in there until we get there. So, delayed gratification, if you will. The other option is a note written on a piece of parchment. This note will give you a huge advantage in this game. Those are the 2 options. If you take one, you can't have the other.
My initial thought was take the box.
Take the box.
I'm just thinking go for the box.
I'll go for the treasure box.
You want to go for the treasure box?
Well done.
Well done.
That means this is now neutralized. Moira, you are safe tonight from the vote at Tribal Council. Everybody else, you are fair game. I'll see you later at Tribal Council. Grab your stuff and I'm back to your camp. Well done.
Thanks.
If it's a car in the box or car keys in the box, you know, good or no, I'll be highly pissed at Alto though.
Today's challenge was seriously mediocre, honestly. It had nothing to do with skill or talent or anything. It was just who was the most wily character, or some people may regard that as a talent, I don't know, or skill. Because it was fair game throughout.
And then I saw people put in mine, and I was like, screw that. And then see who's like, Graham, and I swear, I put my head on a chopping block. I probably ran up and down there more than anybody. Guaranteed. That's why I was like, okay, well, it's fair game, so screw that.
But it was fun.
Yeah. I'm actually just tired of the players in my current alliance. I think Moira and Altaf are getting too close, which makes me not want to trust them anymore. So yeah, the game is conniving, the game is about being cunning. So, you know, like, yeah, I'll have some fun. Like, I'm not going to be surprised if I have a knife stab in my back in the next few days. Like, and that's cool. But for me, it was just like...
Who do you think is going to do that? Them?
I don't know. But my whole thing is like, I just expected more. Yeah. Shane seems like he wants to play the game and he's up for big blind sides and I want to have fun. So, you know, let's hope I get the chance to do that.
Might be another idol, but I know Shane is looking for it again because an idol was played last night, so it's out there in the jungle. I've found an idol without a clue before. Maybe I might find it again. That would be huge in the game.
I started looking for the idol. To have another one and have another two it would be justice for what happened last night. No. I still believe there's hope with Graham, but he would need to get in touch with his angry side a bit. There's nothing quite like a close shave to wake you up to the game. Dude, you have to get creative.
Okay, let me be honest with you.
No, just that sentence makes me nervous.
Why I approached him and why I'm going to be hopeful is that he must know that his days in this game are numbered. He's not in the old Seletan and he's on the outskirts of the old Utara. Look here. After last night, like, I'm actually hurtful. Just like, maybe I'm just bored of the game, but I'm thinking, if you're here tomorrow, let's have some fun.
You're gonna have to give me something for me to believe that I'm not being had.
Everybody over there is like, oh, we're all honest, we're this, we're that.
It's impossible, yeah.
But you can see, I can see they're playing, but they're trying to play in an honest way, and I'm just like tired of that now. I think he's tired of the nonsense. Which is understandable because he's outside of the majority. But even though I assume I'm still inside the majority, I'm also tired of the nonsense. So what's going to happen tonight is that we're going to blindside Solly. All of us 5 are going to vote with Solly.
And what's your reason for that?
Their core is Val, Buchle, Solly, and possibly Sivu. So if you're
what are you saying, a bigger threat?
Yeah, if you're going to strike, you're going to strike the head. You know what I mean? It's pointless taking off Sivu or yourself because...
We're not in there.
And the other thing is also, my concern is Val and Buchle are slowly working their way in.
You know what a risk it is for me to not try and protect myself if I could. I mean, that's why I'm looking for this.
I'm giving you my word and I'm taking a leap of faith because what's to stop you from going to camp right now and blowing the thing out the water like you blowed the idol out the water? Think about it.
But you hear where I am at. I mean,
okay, look here. It's your choice what you do tonight. I'm telling you the vote is 5.
And you're giving me your word.
I'm giving you my word.
Does your word mean anything? I'm asking.
Yes, it does. I'd like to think he believes me because, you know, what am I gaining from this? You know, he knows we have the numbers. I can still win the million.
I've got a small, it's a tiny chance.
You've got a 0 chance.
Yeah.
This is your chance. And I'm not trying to blackmail you.
No.
But this is actually me telling you that I am taking the bigger risk. Tonight you'll know that I'm telling the truth. Hopefully I can rely on you as well.
This is what this game's about, just taking a leap of faith.
Anyway, I think I need to have a walk though over here. Cool. Good luck with you, hon.
Graham's worried. I think there's a part of him that's worried that I'm going to pull another move like that and he'll go home. So this is the most interesting part of Survivor, when they start lying. People start scurrying because you've got to try and work out what the lies are and what the truth is. But a new day and new challenges.
listen, we cannot have last-minute decisions again. It led to such confusion. We have to clear this up, like in the next 2 hours.
Let's just decide now, please. Okay, I've got a suggestion. Seeming David will vote with us, right? We tell David and 3 of us to vote Shane, and then the other 4 vote David. And they head to head, because I do believe that one of them have the idol. Because Shane said he had both, and one was stolen. But I actually think he made up the hiding away thing.
I told the Salatin guys when we got here, I said, Shane is a very smart player. If you don't get him off this island early enough, he will destroy you. Just because of what he says. He's a very, very smart man.
Sully, Altaf, myself, David, Shane.
Yeah.
And then the ladies and Zabion are voting for David.
Yeah.
That's final. That's it.
Final.
Okay, done.
Guys, please.
Please, can we just agree on that now? No swapping around and last-minute decisions. Okay, cool.
There are people that don't want certain people here, like Shane must go, and that's an overwhelming majority of people. So tonight, I feel that I'm very safe. I'm contributing to removing other people that are threats to my game and threats to my alliance.
Russell Hens is the guy that taught me to look like that. In fact, the whole time I'm looking, I'm thinking Russell Hens, because he kept finding it, because he just never gave up. Oh, the drama. I've got another 2 idols. Graham is kind of nonplussed if I play an idol or not. He just wants me to throw a vote towards Solly. I don't think there's another liar quite as accomplished as someone I know. So I'm probably going to end up believing him. It's the way we have to play this game. You have to have a leap of faith every now and then. But I've got 2 idols.
Gentlemen, welcome to your next Salvation Duel. Once again, you'll be going up against one another and fighting for the Salvation Cup and the power to burn up one vote that has been cast against a tribe member of your choice, reducing it to ashes and making it null and void. Now, you've both been to Tribal Council and witnessed the reaction of the Juara tribe with the introduction of that cup. Kone, what is your perception of the power that comes with the Salvation Cup?
Initially, my thoughts were that it might not have such a big effect with the big numbers that are there right now. But after last night, I realized that it's one hell of a powerful tool for either myself or Mark to use. And another sort of variable that all those tribe members have to take into consideration when they decide on who they want to try and take out. Last night, it could have worked one hell of a trick if Mark gave it to either Marion or Graham. You know, you could have saved them.
Indeed. Mark?
You could probably look at a way I could have saved Marion, you know, being ex-Utara member. But I've gone the way that I've looked throughout the competition when we've played against each other, competed, and honesty and respect. And then I went for Bukhle because he's someone that from the start I respected. And it didn't count in the end, but that's the way I went, and we'll learn as we go along.
Well, that's a very important point that you make this. It's not a foregone conclusion that the 2 of you will be voting for your former tribe mates.
No, not at all, not from my side. Obviously, there will be some sort of preference towards them if the opportunity arises, but, you know, if it comes up between honesty and trust and lying and stealing, you know, we might go, Mark and I both feel, in a sense, we feel that might swing our vote towards the honourable side. Having said that, this game is all about deception. This game is all about trying to outwit, outsmart, outplay. So we'll see how it goes on the night, and every challenge is going to be a different one.
Well, Mark, I know from your statement at Tribal Council, your sentiment is the same.
No, definitely. And I respect the individual that's a good loser. That's the most important. We all can win, we can all enjoy it when we win, but when you lose, it's how you react to it. And there's a couple of individuals that handled it well, and some of them didn't.
Well, I think we're agreed that the stakes are very high and we have to get to the deal, the next salvation deal. Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
Okay, here's how it's going to work. Each of you will be issued with a stack of tiles, which you need to construct into a house of cards. You can use any technique you want to. The aim of the game is to build that house of cards high enough to cross the red mark. First person to do that wins this challenge and walks away with the Salvation Cup and the power that comes with it. Make sense?
Yeah.
We'll get you into position and then we get to it. Right, captain's ready.
Yep.
Go. Both players going for the same starting technique. A game not only of strategy, but also of steady hands and concentration.
Corne should have a lot steadier hands than me, being a rugby player.
More concussions, bud.
Try like this.
You can use your feet to build if you wish, Mark. Corne going into his second level now.
Not an unbelievable base, but I'm at least going.
Joy.
And sometimes if one falls, they all come down. Mark opting for a different structure now.
Eesh. Gonna be short.
Gentlemen, just so you know, you don't have to stick to the ideas you have of a house of cards. There are many ways to build the structure. It can be square, it can be rectangles. And you can try different options. And it doesn't help to rush, because just when you think you're up there, it can all come crashing down. Mark's starting with a completely different approach, a new approach. Something he remembers from back in the primary school days.
That's looking good, man.
Corne looks like he's got a solid structure, but will it go high enough? At this point, this game, this challenge still belongs to either of the two of you. Corne is starting to get really creative.
Taking chances as well.
Taking chances, indeed.
I've got enough tiles. I just don't know how strong my base is to handle this weight in the middle.
It looks pretty sturdy.
But if I walk here, it starts moving, so I'm not trying to not walk too much.
All right, Mark, using the power of observation.
Yeah.
A technique often practiced in this game.
It's not helping.
I'm so flipping nervous. If this comes crashing down, Mark.
Sorry.
Oh, no.
Mark trying to sabotage.
Just trying something new and
coordinate his structure by dropping his. Once again, Mark, it ain't over till it is. So keep going.
I'm wishing you on, Corne. Get me out of my misery.
I tell you what, if something goes wrong and Corne's stack comes down,
it's going to go badly.
Then you're going to start building quickly, Mark, so don't stop now.
No,
and it
Corne, why are you going to do that?
Crashing down.
I didn't even come close to it.
Both captains starting again. Mark seems to be on the right track now. Mark and Corne both neck and neck now. This has almost become a race. In fact, the race is on to hit that red mark. In split seconds, it can all come crashing down. So very important.
As I've seen.
That they keep their cool at this point. Corne using his arms, teeth, hands.
Whatever it takes.
Mark suddenly in serious danger of losing his tower. Mark opting for a different approach now. Going for gold now. He certainly has enough tiles to do this, but will his structure hold that added weight? Mark taking an all-or-nothing approach at this point. Cornet now doing the same thing. It is a race, it's a rush to the end. Cornet, you have crossed the line. 5, 4,
well done.
3, 2, 1. Cornet wins this challenge.
Oh my word. Yeah. I have to do that. Don't ever give me a puzzle.
Well, gentlemen, hugely frustrating challenge, this one. Mark?
It was very frustrating. I wish I had my 3-year-old daughter with me. She would have done a better job. But well done to Cornet, fantastic.
Well, Mark, you are the one leaving here today, powerless. So I will see you later at Tribal Council. Thank you. Cornet, not so for you. You will be walking in with the Salvation Cup with the power to neutralize one vote.
Yeah.
Huge pressure.
Yeah, it is a lot of pressure, you know, and the individual game has started in a big way, and the pressure is on every single one of them. I think they all realize now they have a 1 in 10 chance of winning R1 million. You know, my feeling is that I would like to try and save someone that deserves to be in the game a little bit longer, whether it be from Utara or from the Old Cellular. It's not really an issue for me. I'd like to save someone that I believe deserves to still be in the game and that could possibly win it.
Well, given what you've experienced with these guys in this game so far, what you've seen at Tribal Council and at the challenges, who do you think deserves to go all the way to the end in this game?
Well, there's a couple. Obviously, Xavier stands out for me, not because he's an ex-Cellular member. You know, even if he was with Mark's tribe in Utara, he's a great sportsman. He's a fierce competitor, and he can play the political game. He can play the alliances. You know, I think he can go all the way. Moira is a dark horse amongst the girls. She plays the political game phenomenally well. As an HR director, she understands personalities, people, how dynamics work within a group, so I wouldn't count her out. And then Graham, I've always thought that Graham would be a player, you know, on that side. But if you look just on the physical, you can't discard Solly. I mean, Solly has been absolutely unbelievable all the way through, you know, beating most of the cricketers at their own trade and just being a phenomenal athlete, you know. So from that side, from a physical side, Solly should be in there somewhere, Xavier should be in there, and then the political guys, Moira, Graham, and a couple of other dark horses that are still there. Shane, you can never discard him, he can play.
Well, we know that Moira has individual immunity. Who else do you think, who do you think is in danger tonight?
Well, after last night, I think Graham has become a bit of a target for the ex-Utara members. They obviously tried to get rid of him last night, and their plan sort of backfired in a way. So I think Shane's name might come up quite often tonight. But I'll listen it out and try and understand exactly who it is that I think I need to try and save. And hopefully I can make a difference.
Well, Cornet, it is yours to take with you, Salvation Cup, and you'll be playing it tonight. And congratulations.
Thank you very much.
See you later, Tribal Council.
Disturbed because since this hidden immunity idol thing, even at Utara when I was there, I've heard something like 6 or 7 different stories. I don't know what to think or believe anymore.
I said to you, well, where's the immunity idol? Then you said there's no immunity
when I got here?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Then you said
trust you.
Yeah, but then I also didn't know if I could trust
No, but I'm talking
because
about
there were rumors that you had it.
Hey?
There were rumors that you had it.
Of course you are. Even if I go out in flames, I want people to know that there's an idol amongst them. Because now that I don't have the idol, it's the only chance I've got is to sow doubt. You know what I mean? If it's gone, you've got to sow doubt. But the game's going to get interesting now, sure.
Because you have another idol.
If there's an idol to be found, I'll find it. Bottom line. I didn't make any bones about it. Everybody that came there, I said, I'm looking for the idol.
I knew from my days at Utara that Shane is smart and street smart. You know, he says the right thing at the right time. That's just his personality. But he's also a very smart person. On this island, people are not going to walk up to you and say, hey, listen, you know what? I've looked around. I feel like voting for you tonight.
Yeah, nah.
You know, the moment you know, it's when Nico reads out your name. That's when you know that you're going home. I could be going home tonight. Just as much as the person, or just as much as the person they're saying they're going out might stay. That's that.
There's always a twist. And that's why it's like playing chess. You can't just throw your best pawns around on the floor. You've got to have defenses.
It's simple. What name are you writing down tonight? There we go. So that's the plan. It's simple numbers.
Okay, because remember, I saved Graham's bacon last night.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, because as he walked out, 80 said to me, write down Siba's name. I want to go to council last night. I did my math. If I write Siba's name down last night, Graham was out.
LT seems to play like very, I don't know, I'm very confused by him at the moment. But we'll talk about that when we get to the fireplace.
Okay. No, we'll chat tomorrow, okay? Yeah. Survivor. The closer you get to tribal council, the more people scurry, the more people rush, the more people run, and you can see the panic on their faces. That's why I've stopped lying. I'm not going to lie anymore, because every time you lie, you just get caught out. But just tell me the truth, though, if you can. Just man up and tell me the truth. But got a good check, got a good feeling in my gut. I'm alright tonight. I'm coming home to bed.
So we're hoping to blindside Solly tonight. I don't like that word because I feel like I could be included in a big blindside myself. Yeah, if we're going to decide on something like we did, let's decide on it, and let's not don't, because you asked me twice, I think, possibly thrice, so is it Solly? And it's like, yes, we decided on that. And if there's a blindside coming my way, then rather don't speak. The people who I think might not go with it is possibly Altaf, because he's been acting extremely strange, and possibly Moira. I just have the suspicion that they have an agreement. We decided we're voting Solly, so and then you said I should tell you, but we did speak about it. So it's like, why are we speaking about it again?
No, my thing is, we only spoke about it on the walk after the challenge. I said to you, whatever you'll decide, just tell me who I need to vote for.
Yeah.
And I was under the impression that it was Solly or Val, because the fact is, it can only be one of the two of them who voted for you last night.
It is well.
Let's leave it at this. If there is a blindside and it's not Solly, it's probably me. That's the feeling I get, purely because Altaf is just, I think he's gone off the radar and off the wagon and everything. So yeah, do you think we can trust Altaf and Moira tonight?
Yes, at this stage.
I don't know, dude. That's what I'm thinking.
You need to stop getting too paranoid.
I'm not paranoid, but I'm pissed, because the thing is, after last night, and if they're asking me who's getting voted off, I can't help but assume that something's going to happen again. Because don't ask me a stupid question. Like, if you ask me the same question thrice and the answer is Solly, what am I supposed to think?
I can't even tell you how many times I've wanted to get flipping Alti and Moira off. I never trusted Moira from day one. But we need her for numbers. So you need to relax.
To have two tribal councils in a row where you don't really know the fate, especially the fact that my name was on the chopping board last night, I don't feel that anxious, but yeah, it still plays on your head. I'm just hoping it goes our way.
What I was basically saying is that, okay, obviously we've got us three versus 4.
is something to think about. And I continue to say we need to have an alliance within an alliance, comrade, so that we have to secure ourselves.
We've got to make sure that one of us, or whoever gets the immunity idol, we get Zev out.
Yeah, look, that's a given. We were going to do that anyway.
Zev is a threat to everyone.
The reality is we're up against Zev, Moira, Graham, and Alta. They just chop us like little onions, wipe their tears, and it's all gone.
One thing I've learned about this game is nothing for certain.
Yeah.
As I figured out last night.
So yes, it's heating up. And thank God I was right about this coming apart. Love it. Absolutely love it.
The nice thing is if I get to see another day, I think I'm just going to play without any remorse, because I put faith in two people and I think they've both let me down on different occasions. So yeah, I mean, I'm not going to trust anybody else beyond this.
Place your torches, grab a seat. We'll now bring in the first member of your jury. Marion voted out at the last tribal council. And now we'll bring in your captains, as well as the Salvation Cup. The winner of the last Salvation duel was Corneille, which means tonight the power of salvation lies with him. Juara, welcome to what seems to be a very wet tribal council. Graham, your name came up at the last tribal council and you didn't look like you expected that. How has that changed the way you're looking at things?
Yeah, that was quite a shock. Well, I expected my name to come up, just I didn't expect it to go to sudden death. It was a case of broken telephone that almost cost me my life. But I must say though, it makes every single immunity challenge that follows critical. Not to say I didn't know that it matters, but I'm definitely giving 110%, and I did today. It just didn't work out in my favor. But I would suggest that everybody kind of flirts with the dark side, because it changes your perspective a little bit. You know, as in every single game, there's a winner and there's a loser. You can't always be the winner, and that's okay. But as long as you're in it, you have to give 100%, and that's cool.
Shane, what are things like back at camp at the moment?
You know, as an outsider, which I really am, it's quite hard to get a feel for what's really going on. But I have my suspicions that it really is going to be every man for himself soon.
Do you feel that you're in danger tonight again?
Without a doubt, I'm in danger tonight. In fact, I think I'll be the first one to be warm and dry.
Is that a good or a bad thing?
It's a very bad thing.
Who's packed their bags tonight? I saw a few people with luggage. Who hasn't? So there's still a sense of impending doom. There isn't 100% security necessarily. David?
Never, Nico.
You're used to living like that, but...
Oh yeah, Nico. Tonight's my ninth tribal council. But yeah, you're never sure. You're never sure, Nico. You walk out of camp, you think, is this my night or not? But you trust me, Alliance, and you just hope again. Hang in there.
Well, a lot of factors obviously involved with every day's goings on, every day's thought about what to do. Whether you're playing the individual game or playing within a group, there are a lot of things to consider. One of them is, of course, the Salvation Cup. Sivu, how does that feature when you're thinking about going ahead?
Yesterday it could have saved Marianne. Who knows? I mean, it could have definitely saved her. But I don't think this is a new element in the game. We're still trying to see how we'll implement it in our plans.
Graham, you've got a big smile on your face. What are you thinking when it comes to that?
Thank goodness Buchle is so trusting, and Mark saw that yesterday. Because otherwise I could have possibly been gone if Mark played it for Marion. Yeah, look, you got to consider every single element in this game all the time. If you don't think about something like the Salvation Cup, you could be going home.
Let's talk to the captains about the Salvation Cup. Corne, what criteria are you keeping in mind, are you taking into consideration when you bestow that power, that one vote that will be neutralized?
Look, I think it's as a basic principle, the way I would like to apply it, especially tonight, is that I would like to give that one vote to someone who I really believe deserves to still be in the game beyond tonight's tribal council. And if I feel that that person might be threatened because of some alliance or because of some backstabbing or because of some sideswipe or blindside or whatever you want to call it, and I'll try and save that person.
Mark, what about you?
To me, it's the players that you think deserve to be there and have played the game the best possible way.
So let's clarify that, Corne. Let's say that no members of your former tribe you feel are in danger, someone from the Utara tribe is.
If I believe they still need to be in the game and that they deserve to be in the game because they are serious contenders to become the ultimate survivor, no doubt I'll try and save them.
And Mark, I assume you agree?
Yeah, 100%.
What we're talking about here is we're talking about the power of one vote being neutralized, and that's open to everyone sitting there. So Zabian, do you feel the need to plead for that one vote tonight?
Nico, that's a very tough question. I would shoot myself in the foot not to ask for it because a lot of people would ask for it. But tonight, I don't feel that I need it. I would wish for the honor to be bestowed upon someone else.
Solly, what about you?
The most important thing about the Salvation Cup is that we never know which captain has it until we get here. So that is big because when now you're going to vote for someone, you need those number of votes plus maybe one extra that you have to get from somewhere in case the captain chooses to give the Salvation Cup to that one person. So it becomes a bit difficult to gauge. But the Salvation Cup is there to stay. I think it will be even more prominent when the numbers go down, where instead of just the majority voting for a certain person, everyone has to vote for that person in case they're saved by it.
Right, so there's definitely someone here tonight that needs some help. Alto.
Considering our captain won the challenge today, I would like to say to him, I'm sure he saw it firsthand. Graham was almost blindsided the other night, and I'm sure he saw it today. Graham by far ran up and down that ladder more than anyone else, and he gave his heart and soul today, and he unfortunately didn't win. I wouldn't like to see Graham go because I think he's one of the best players here. So if it makes a difference, I'd like to ask him to consider that vote for Graham in case Graham needs it tonight.
Graham, anything you'd like to say?
I would love to believe that I can trust in my alliance, and I don't need that. So maybe I'm shooting myself in the foot, but yeah, I think if one vote is going to change my fate, then I'm doomed anyway.
Well, let's talk about how, what we're voting for tonight. Xavier, what would you like to achieve in tonight's vote?
Tonight is purely based on strategy. I actually, that's all it's based on. It's based on strategy.
Shane, what are you basing your vote on tonight?
I have to be honest, it's to try and split this alliance up. That's the only thing that will save my skin.
Solly, your vote tonight?
Strategy, but also I gave my word and people also made promises to me, so I'm hoping that that combination will be success based on who should be going home tonight.
Bootle.
I'm basing my vote on loyalty with the alliance, and a decision was taken quite early, and I'm going to stick to the decision taken by the majority.
Right, well, it is time to vote. Moira, you have individual immunity tonight. Are you keeping it for yourself?
First time round, yes, definitely.
Right, so everybody else is fair game, but you cannot vote for Moira. Well, it is time to vote. David, you're up first.
Sorry, Shani, but this is not a surprise.
Sally, this is the Euro Bootle, and I didn't really want to be around you after you found out you're blindsiding your life.
This is the second consecutive time I have to vote for you. I hope this one is the last.
I warned you. You need to have a game planned in this game. You've had none, and it's time for you to go.
I'll get the votes. Well, no, tonight you have the power of salvation. It's up to you on who you'd like to bestow it. Who's it going to be?
You know, Nico, I've heard this I'm definitely going home movie before, and it nearly ended in tears for Graham. So I'm not entirely convinced that the full truth is being revealed. So I'm going to try and save someone who I think might be blindsided, and I'm going to give my vote to Solly.
Right, Solly, so tonight, power of salvation is bestowed on you. That means the first vote cast against you will be neutralized. If anyone is in possession of a hidden immunity idol and you'd like to play it, now would be the time to do so. I'll read the votes. First vote, Solly. Solly, that is your first vote. And since you have the power of salvation bestowed on you, this vote will be neutralized. In the flame of the Salvation Cup, David. That's one vote, David. Shane. That's one vote, David, one vote, Shane. Solly. It's one vote David, one vote Shane, one vote Solly. Shane. That's two votes Shane. One vote Solly, one vote David. Solly. That's two votes Shane, two votes Solly, one vote David. Solly. That's three votes Solly, two votes Shane, one vote David. Solly. That's four votes Solly, two votes Shane, one vote David. 11th person voted out of Survivor South Africa champions. Solly. Solly, that's five, that's enough. You need to bring me your torch. Solly, tribe has spoken. We've just managed to vote out one of the strongest players in this game. If he can be voted out, that means anybody can. Question is, who's going to be next? Grab your torches and on back to your camp.
Stay tuned for scenes from our next episode.
I was naive, and that cost me. But I played the game as best as I could, both physically and obviously having alliances that I thought I could trust. And obviously there weren't people I should have trusted. I was playing this game for my family. We have a very tight-knit family, my parents and my two younger brothers, and my girlfriend back at home. So I love you all. I know you've been keeping me in your prayers all along, so see you guys soon.
Next time on Survivor.
After this, Moira and Alta will know I'm no longer with him.
I don't think it's time for a big move like that yet.
Guy, after tonight, they'll know we're not with him.
Anyway,
Think about it.
so you only get a chance to make an impact like this now.
Survivor's ready.
Yes.
Go! Alta, Moira and Sivu bringing up the rear. There will be another twist.
Oh my word.